Hey, what's up? It's Aaron, and I just want to show you something really cool. It's an automated way to get more Google reviews for your clinic. So here's one of the things we do in our clinic. I have a email sequence using ActiveCampaign that when the patient tag is added, this is when someone becomes a new patient, they get an automated series of emails. I've talked about this before, and I want to show you what we're doing. One of the things we do, so they get their first visit, they come in, they get welcomed to your program, and then they get a how are you feeling, and then 2-3 days after their first visit, usually before their second, they'll get a net promoter score email. That email is like this. Our goal, how are we doing? Our goal is not only to help you stay active, mobile, and healthy without pain, meds, injections, surgery, but for you to be happy with your care and have an exceptional experience here. Please click here to fill out this 35-second survey. So they get this email. Let me show you what the survey looks like. And here it goes. It goes right to this based on your experience. How likely are you to refer a friend or family member to us? Rate 0 to 10. Based on your answer to the above question, can you please use a word or phrase or sentence to describe why you gave the answer you did? And then here's another one. Based on your experience with the front desk, same 2 questions, and based on your experience with your physical therapist. And then it asks for their name and telephone number. And they press OK so that they can submit their answer, and we get a notification. I get an email notification, and I've set this up using Typeform. So now what I've done is set it up so if someone enters all 10s or 2 10s and a 9, what it's going to do is redirect them to a thank you message that asks them for a Google review. So let me show you how to do that. I've done that. I've got 2 different ones. So we send out the Net Promoter Score twice. It's basically the same message. 2 different surveys though. So 3 days after their first visit, and then you can see it is, where's the next one? Here. So this is Net Promoter Score 2. So it's 5 days, it's 12, 19, 26, 31 days, 36 days, 41 days, 44 days, 47, 49 days, 50, 51. About 51 days after their first visit, so that's about 6 weeks. Most of our patients are with us for 8 to 12 weeks, depending. So if we do 8 visits, it's 8 weeks out. So Net Promoter Score 2 goes out about 6 weeks in. So here's how we did it. I just set it up for Net Promoter Score 2, and I'll set it up for Net Promoter Score 1 with you. Just so you can see. So I'm using Typeform. And so using Typeform is the prettiest setup for forms. I think it's even free if you use less than 10 questions. And so what I do is I go through and I give a score to it. So I basically say if the answer is 9, add 1 point to the score. If answer is 10, I'm going to add 2 points to the score. Okay, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go to the next question here. So I'm only giving scores to these numerical questions. Calculator. If answer is 9, I'm going to add 1 point to the score. So I can add it to, let's see, we can do a couple different things. So I can say if the answer is 10, we're going to add 2 points to the score.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
And then this one as well. So if answer is 9, add 1 point. And I'm going to give another one. When someone answers question 5, if the answer is 10, we're going to add 2 points. So the total possible score is 6. I'm only giving people scores for 9s and 10s. So if they do give us 3 10s, the score will be a 6. If they give us 2 10s and a 9, the score will be 5. If they give us 2 9s and a 10, the score will be 4. So technically, I could set it up to ask for reviews if it's 2 9s and a 10. But what I want, and from what I've seen, is I want 2 10s or 3 10s, and then I will ask for a review automatically. Most people aren't really giving 6s and 7s. Occasionally I've gotten a 6 or 7, and what they're doing is they're scoring it related to their pain experience, not to their experience in the clinic. I've had one person who was kind of grumpy and was never going to be satisfied. In general, I find that I think if people aren't satisfied, they're not going to answer anyways, or maybe they get to the end and they won't submit it because it's name and phone number. But I really want to know if you're having a bad experience and talk to you on the phone. And so anyone who's left 8s or 7s and 8s or lower, I've always called them on the phone to follow up. Generally, we only get 9s and mostly 10s. So how do we make the conditional logic? So we're using conditional logic here. So I'm going to go to the last question and use a logic jump. And basically, I'm going to say if the score is greater than or equal to 5, so that's 1 9 and 2 10s, then we're going to jump to, and we don't have the ends yet, so let's go and add the thank you pages. So add new question and put thank you screen, and I want to add my image, upload. Just upload any image, but I've got a nice little fun image. Okay, I'm going to take off the share icons because I don't want them doing anything else. And I'm just going to copy paste this over from my other one. So copy. So here's my thank you message. Basically says, thanks for your feedback. We're on a mission to help 30,000 people in Greensboro in the next 10 years just like you. The best way you can help us accomplish this goal and potentially helping many people benefit from our services is for you to share experience in our clinic with others when you see them around town and as a review on Google. And the button is going to say, leave review. Okay. And then I've got a nice little, go here. I've got my short link to our reviews. Button link, boom. And then we're going to do add new question. This is the alternate thank you. So I added a little bit different image for this one. It was more serious image rather than our fun image. But social share icons, I had a little bit different message, and it is basically thanks for sharing your feedback with us. We value your input highly. And I said, if you have any additional questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out. We'd be happy to chat with you so we can improve the experience here at LeBauer PT, Dr. LeBauer. So a little bit more serious. I mean, if someone's left us 8s and 9s, then, you know, I'm going to do that. And I'm not really asking them to go anywhere, right? Because I don't really have a button. It's just basically a thank you screen. I could send them to our blog, check out our latest blog post, check out something else, but I haven't done that yet, or I'm not really doing that right now. So what I'll do, let's go back to the builder, and we're going to go to this conditional logic, remember? And so if the score is a 5 or greater, I'm going to send them to thank you for your feedback. And in all other cases, I'm going to basically say go to thank you for sharing your feedback. So if they give us 2 9s and a 10, I'm going to send them to this other place. I could do a third one and basically say if the score is, you know, a 3, or I could say if the score is a 4 or less, I could send them somewhere else. I could give them 0, you know, I could do a lot of different things. I could give them a 10 for 10, you know, each of those and score it in a lot of different ways. But basically what I want to do is just say, if you're basically giving me 2 10s or 3 10s, I want to ask for you to leave us a review on Google. Anything else, it's just like, hey, thanks for sharing your feedback. We look forward to seeing you in the clinic, and let us know what else we can do for you. Thanks so much.